Hello, and sorry for not being able to be there today, but I'm going to read aloud today's quiz for you guys. So it's Vocab Quiz number 13, centi, deca. First, you got to put your name, last name, and your period. Then you'll be over here, all right? So if I'm going too fast or if you guys aren't ready, remember this is a video, so you can just pause it whenever you need to stop and think about what I just said. You can go back and rewind if you need to as well. Number 1, what is that creature? It has so many legs. Centennial, centipede, decathlon. Gee, I said that wrong. Decathlon or decagon. So again, what is that creature? It has so many legs. Centennial, centipede, decathlon, or decagon. Number 2, a house built in this shape is said to be able to withstand a hurricane better than a rectangular house. So the big key here is it says shape. So think of a shape. A house built in this shape is said to be able to withstand a hurricane better than a rectangular house. Is that a decade, decathlon, decagon, or centennial? All right, number 3. Her luggage was not even as wide as a full meter because it measured exactly 85 of these. So measured is your big clue right here. Measured exactly 85 of these. So which one of these would have to do with measurements? Is it centipedes, decades, centennials, or centimeters? Number 4. Can you believe that my dad is planning to compete in this annual event? Is it the decathlon, centennial, decagon, or century? Which one would mean an event? That's your big clue. Can you believe that my dad is planning to compete in this annual event? Decathlon, centennial, decagon, century. 5. It's hard to believe, but she has lived in her house for 10 years already. She has been there for a what? 10 years already. So which word means 10 years? Is it century, decagon, centennial, or decade? Number 6. Our money system requires you to write these when writing money amounts on paper. Decathlons, decimals, centimeters, or decagons. So writing money amounts on paper. What kind of unit do you use with money on these, out of these? 7. When a company celebrates this anniversary, it will be in the newspapers due to its rarity. Rarity means it doesn't happen very often, so it celebrates this anniversary. That's your big clue. Is it the decade, century, centennial, or decathlon? Number 8. Since my grandpa is 98 years old, he hopes to make it to this unique mark. Is it century, decade, decagon, or centimeter? Since my grandpa is 98 years old, so he's almost 100, right? Which word would mean 100 years? All right, now we're moving on to the next section. Select a word from the choices below. I'll let you guys know if it's top half or bottom half. She wanted to have a blank for a pet until she heard that it stings. So what would be a pet out of all these words? It's going to be in the top 4. Is it centennial, centimeter, centipede, or century? Centennial, centimeter, centipede, or century. Number 10. Please use the blank side of a ruler to measure the length of your longest finger. And this is in the top half as well. Is it centennial, centimeter, centipede, or century? Think of a ruler. What measurement would be on a ruler? Top half. Number 11. Her aunt is competing in the Long Island blank next year. So it would be a competition. And it is in the bottom half. So it's either decade, decagon, decathlon, or decimal. Bottom half. Decade, decagon, decathlon, decimal. Number 12. Andrew and his dad tried building the treehouse in the shape of a blank, but it turned out to be too difficult. So your big clue here is shape. Shape of a, so what would the shape be? It's in the bottom 4. Decade, decagon, decathlon, or decimal. 13. It's been 2 blank since I've seen my cousin. He was just a baby 21 years ago when I saw him. So it's been 20 years, right? So 2 what? It's in the bottom 4. Decade, decagon, decathlons, or decimals. Number 14. I know that the blank form of 3.5 is 3.5. Think of math. All right, 3.5 is the same as 3.5. So yeah, you're changing it from a fraction to something, and it's in the bottom 4: decade, decagon, decathlon, or decimal. Number 15 and the final one. The blank celebration of the creation of the town hall was enjoyed by everyone. The blank celebration of the creation of the town hall was enjoyed by everyone. It's in the top 4. Now, what would they celebrate if the town hall, let's say it's 100 years old now, okay? That's the big clue I'm giving you right there. Is it centennial, centimeter, centipedes, or century? All right. So that completes your quiz. Good luck.